Good morning. I think I just broke my tripod. I forgot my mic, so hopefully this audio isn't poo-poo caca. I see people do this all the time. Should be good. I'm downtown because I needed to take my aunt to the hospital for blood. She missed her chemo last week, but she's there today. And she has chemo Thursday. I'm oversharing, but I'm here to take down her Christmas tree because it's in the way of her hammock and she really needs that now. So she probably needed it this whole time, but Christmas priority, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm here to do today. And I'm going to finish the book that I'm currently reading, which is Starling House by Alex Harrow. I started this book yesterday. I also finished 2 books in the span of 2 days. Past 2 days. I've read Ariadne and Ruthless Vows. I'm just on a roll. I don't really know. I'm not trying to like force myself to read a lot of books in the beginning of the year, but it feels good to just listen to some audiobooks. Starling House, I saw getting mixed reviews. People saying it was like a study in drowning, but worse. But this is like an urban fantasy. I think it is adult. It's about Starling House, this mysterious house that people live in, but it's not necessarily like passed down through a family. There's probably some magic going on in there, but we don't know that because our main character, she's just trying to get by and survive and get her brother into a good school. And so she accidentally gets a job at Starling House and yada yada. I'm going to continue Starling House. I don't really have a set TBR of what I want to read next. I mean, I wrote a TBR out for January and I feel like I'm doing pretty good so far. I read 3 of the books, I think, so far that were on the list. Yeah, all the books that I've read so far this year have been on that list, so good progress. Also, this is so dye. She already started taking down the ornaments because she knew I was coming. Ay, ay, ay. This woman. why is Stella at the hospital? They take literally forever. She was waiting for hours. I would have combusted. I'm not. So I came home and had lunch, and I just finished Starling House. I ended up really enjoying this book, although I feel like there are a lot of critiques to be made about it. The house, the story, the atmosphere, all wonderful. Really enjoyed it. The magic and the lore of the house, very grim dark, but it's not like the darkest thing. It's a good entry level, I'd say, if you want to get into that. It's like, read this and then read like a ticking fixture, like Nettle and Bone. I feel like that's maybe the same vibe in a way. Don't hold me to that. That's a big claim to make. I liked how it incorporated like Southern history, although I had to look up where Kentucky was because I don't know where every state is in America. But it's like mid-South. I don't know. But it incorporates Southern history and slaves because that's how a lot of old families made their money. That's who they used. And also kind of touch on Native Americans, which I'm glad because a lot of books set in America just ignore where a lot of the root of these magics could come from, you know? Not that that's what this magic comes from, but still, you know? My first impression of this book once I started reading it was that it was giving beautiful creatures and ninth house. So it's kind of a mix of that. Normally, I don't like in like reviews online when it's like, for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Jennifer L. Armentrout, blah, blah. I hate that because they're just not that. Just because it's in the same genre does not mean. The cons of this book. Our main character, she is 27, but she acts like a teenager. She acts like she's 17, and it's just off it. Like, she could have just been younger, and that would have been fine. They're constantly referring, please, if this is ageist, I apologize, but like, they keep calling this 27 and 28-year-old boy and girl. Like, you're not a boy and girl anymore. And I don't know if it was used as like a tool to show that they're like stuck in the past or like that they're developmentally stunted. I don't know. But that off-put me a bit. I feel like it wasn't used in like their inner child kind of tone, but whatever. Also, the guy character, Arthur. Stop saying this poor man is ugly. My God, I get it. I got it the first 2 times. You don't have to keep repeating it. My God. Maybe they want to be subversive and not have like a hot guy, but I get it. I get it. He's not conventionally attractive. He's butt-ass ugly. I kind of imagine him like those ugly, handsome people, you know, like Adam Driver. Like, he's kind of ugly, but he's something about him is just so attractive, you know? You know, the girl, if you get it, you get it, obviously. I just wish that, you know, certain things were a little bit different and then it could have been absolutely perfect, but I actually really, really enjoyed my time reading this, and I would recommend you check it out. I really enjoyed it. Also, did I say anything about the house? I really enjoyed the house as a character as well. There were like 3 main characters. Opal, that's her name. I am always so bad at remembering the main character's name. Opal, Arthur, and Starling House. I was honestly thinking it was going to be a 3 stars, but the more I just kept enjoying my time, despite my annoyances, which honestly I feel like that says something, that if I ended really enjoying it despite all those annoyances, good job. So I give it a 4 stars, and I know I said that I was going to be harsher on my freaking ratings this year, so that's why I thought like, oh, this is going to be a 3-star book. No, I just can't give it 3 stars. Maybe I should. 3.5, just 4 stars, come on. Anyways, so I have to go pick up my aunt soon, probably. She hasn't let me know yet, but I do have to stop to get gas. I feel like all I do in my life here is get gas. Also, I hope I'm not forgetting about anything. Oh, wait, there was one thing I wanted to complain about with Starling House. Our main character, she's like really street smart, you know, klepto, that kind of vibe. Trying to survive, trying to get by, making ends meet. Why the hell does she get in a car with somebody that will obviously be blackmailing her? Like, it's so obvious. Even she, like, in her inner monologue, like, she gets the vibes. She still gets in the car. Girl, what? That's all for now. I can't wait to come back home and take a shower because it's so hot. Good morning. So I'm up really early today. The past few days, weeks now, I've not been sleeping well. But last night I was actually able to get to sleep early. Woohoo! And the past few days I haven't been reading anything. I knew that it was going to hit me, that I was reading too many books all at once. And I just kind of wanted to do something different. I also couldn't really decide what I wanted to read next after I finished Starling House. And finally, again, like sometimes I just have to be like, just pick something that you've saved on Everand. That's what I did. I this morning picked Grey Fair by Francesca Zappia. It's pretty short. I've listened to like a third of it, so we'll probably finish that in the next couple hours. But I just finished this hat that I was crocheting. I crocheted a hat for my aunt, but it needed to be a little bit bigger, needed to be a little bit longer, so I made another one, and this one took me like forever. I feel like I was working on this all my lifetime, but I just started it the other day, so at least it's done. Woohoo! I think that I was like, oh my god, this is taking forever, because I normally work with yarn that's thicker. It's a little bit snug on me, but I also have hair, and I'm also going back to New York at the end of this month, which is like hurting my soul so much. Like, I feel bad for leaving, but at the same time, like, I have to go take care of stuff at home in New York. I just figured my life out. I still don't know what's going on, but I feel so bad leaving. But then hopefully I'll be back really soon, like in March or April. But lots of things are going on in March, so I think that I need to get back by March. Wait, I forgot that I was talking about Grey Mist Fair. Grey Mist Fair. I had this book on my TBR a while ago. Probably sometime last year, and it's a YA grim dark vibes. I figured I would keep with the vibes in this video. It's about a village that is surrounded by a haunted forest, you know, the usual, not a haunted forest, but like there's something magical and evil that lives in the forest, and so it keeps them confined to their village. But there is magical part in the forest, because it can extend the road, it can get people lost in the forest road. It's just kind of about this village, and people are dying, of course, and our main character's mother was the one that kept them safe and took care of the witch in the woods, and then her mother went missing, died, and now she's trying to figure out what's going on. So, and we also are getting some other characters POVs. Yeah, don't really know what's going on yet, but it's very fairy tale vibes. You know the drill. The forest that won't let them leave, blah blah. I honestly, I'm a little bit tired of those kinds of stories, but I chose to read it, so I can't blame anybody but myself.
Every day he got to use it. He hungered into his scarf and coughed. You need to stop. I'm just smiling at him. He took his smile and
Hello. It is very late already, but I woke up and I had a really bad nightmare, so I've been crying for the past few hours on and off, and I can't stop, and it was really horrible. So what a way to start the day. But I've been taking it slow today, and the past couple of days, honestly. I've just been living life and hanging out with my aunt, spending quality time with her. I crocheted that hat and it fit perfectly. Reading update. I finished Grey Mist Fair and I really enjoyed it. It was such a cozy fairy tale, fable vibes story. It's about a village that is surrounded by a forest. There's like magical beings in it. Did I already give a synopsis of it? I kind of felt like it was a cozy read, a little bit grimdark, but a cozy little story. Very whimsical fairy tale, folklore, horror, interesting little village, the people and their stories, magic and death. Enjoyed the shifting POVs because you could feel that all of them moving together, making it feel very old fable-y. A beautiful little read. I gave it a 5 stars and might be getting a little favorite of the year. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. It wasn't anything like revolutionary groundbreaking, but it was such a solid read. Now I've started Belladonna. I was thinking either Belladonna or We Hunt the Flame, but I think that Belladonna continues the vibes that I currently have going on, so I'm gonna pick this one up because my friend Jenna shared with me her Audible, and she has so many books on Audible. It's like just looking through a little library. I mean, it is. And so I was just scrolling through them and I was like, you know what, let me read this one. I haven't really paid attention to what people were saying about it, but I think people liked it. I can't remember. It's a YA fantasy as far as I know, and I think it's about a girl who is, well, so far she's like can't die, like death can't take her. And I don't know if she's also like poisonous, like if her touch is poisonous. I don't remember if that was the part of the story. But anyways, I'll see what it's about and I'll let you guys know. Going to read Belladonna and hopefully my mood picks up for the day and I don't cry anymore today. It was really traumatizing, okay? I haven't had like a dream that or nightmare that has like affected my day in so long, it feels like.